We'll be there in 24 hours. We'll be there in less than 24 hours. In fact, we're one of the most important regulatory changes in the crypto space since we went live. We're going to talk about it, but first we need to take care of a few other things. All of you are welcome to the group. My name is Nick. If you're new to the channel, you will become a subscriber by the end of this movie. If we really look, in a recent statement, Ripple XDev talked about some of the most important ideas and events from XRP Ledger Apex 2024. The XRP Ledger Apex 2024 event in vibrant Amsterdam this year broke all kinds of records. It had more than 80 speakers, more than 60 classes, and people from all over the world. You really want to rule the next crypto cycle and make a lot of money, right? Joining the Discord is the best way to do that. The price is $100 a month right now, but the best part is that I'm giving you 7 days for free. You can get to everything. You can back out at any time. You don't even have to pay anything. You can use a huge number of features, such as the ones shown on the screen right now. Don't just believe what I say. Check out some of the reviews written by people who use the Discord. It has a lot of great ideas that are dropped in every single time. You need to be a part of it every day. And if you guys aren't already, try it out and see if you like it. You can do this by clicking on the link at the bottom of this sentence. Now that we're over here, we can see what this whole thing was about. The main ideas were about institutional decentralized finance, and David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, gave an interesting talk about the future of decentralized finance for organizations. He talked about the newest improvements that are being worked on, like the new lending plan, the decentralized exchange, and the automated market maker. The goal of these improvements is to add legal features that will let organizations use blockchain technology in deeper ways. Interoperability is the next thing on the list. Another big deal at the XRP Ledger Apex 2024 was interoperability. Panels talk about how interoperability is important for making a blockchain environment where all the chains work well together. Saylor, a major bridge provider, was very important in these talks because they stressed the need for the right infrastructure to join different blockchains easily. One of the most important things was the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain that Ripple and Pierce's worked on together. This sidechain is set to start later in the fourth quarter. It will connect to the main XRP Ledger and let developers from the Ethereum and Cosmos ecosystems add to the XRP Ledger. The goal of this project is to bring in new projects and creators, which will help the XRP Ledger community grow and improve its features. Last but not least, real-world assets, which are, as you might guess, a big part of its business DeFi services because it is reliable, efficient, and has a plan. The XRP Ledger is a good base for RWA tokenization and institutional-grade DeFi. As a result, Ripple announced that they will be working with Us.Thankx longer. This will allow hundreds of millions of dollars worth of tokenized real-world assets to be added to the XRP Ledger over the next year. Other features that will be added include the upcoming decentralized identifier, the ability to use multi-purpose tokens, a lending protocol, and oracles. Created the XRP Ledger as one of the best blockchains for tokenizing RWA. The stablecoin Axlor is now the main EVM sidechain bridge. The relationship with Us.Thankx has been renewed, and the XRP Ledger Japan and Korea Fund has also been set up. These were the important ones. The first one now, right? The Ripple USD stablecoin is what we'll be talking about in this video. This changes everything. It will make regulations clear, allow institutions to work together and build a strong brand name. That's what the stablecoin is all about. If we think about that, all of this will really strengthen Ripple's position on the institutional grade side of things, which will also be very good for the XRP Ledger and even XRP itself, in my view. The Euro stablecoins that are sold must be MiCA compliant. If the answer is no, you don't need to do anything else. Then there's, do you have stablecoins on your exchange on the left? Once more, if the answer is yes, something needs to be done. Users must be able to use stablecoins that are compliant with MiCA. If not, nothing needs to be done. The interesting thing about this is that Kraken thought about dropping USDT in Europe in the middle of May before the new rules took effect. After this, everyone began to guess what would happen with the link and what it would mean for the space. Is it going to be a big deal? We know that Tether has a market cap of more than $100 billion. Like, what's going on? Then we got support delisting for a few stablecoins, and USDT, also known as Tether, was one of them. This will happen from July 1st on. We also got a big news from Bitstamp. To see what Bitstamp wants you to do, see the post below this one from Extra P Drops. UOT Tether's Euro stablecoin is dropped by Bitstamp as new MiCA rolls happen. This is interesting to me because Uphold took down USDT and Kraken was thinking about doing the same. But Bitstamp is taking down UOT, which is not the same as USDT. I'm interested in what's going on with USDT and UOT. It's clear that their European stablecoin is a big issue. What do you think will happen with Bitstamp, Kraken, and other exchanges? I'm very interested to see if they will drop Tether, or in this case, what do you guys think? This makes me very eager to see what comes next. I saw a lot of people say things like, this is going to be great for Ripple when I brought up the stablecoin by Ripple again. However, Ripple stablecoin has not yet been made public. That's not all it can do. It's not real. This will be great for Circle, though, since we know it has been pretty legal from the start. Now, we also know that Brad Garlinghouse and a few others have been guessing if Circle is financially strong enough to truly peg Circle to something like USDC if it did depeg. This is because, as we already said, Ripple said that they would be able to repeg their stablecoin very quickly if something happened because their balance sheet is so strong. This gave them a way to say, hey, we have an advantage over Circle because our balance sheet is technically stronger than Circle's RLUSD, would probably be one of the best stablecoins in this space if it were live right now, if we're being honest. When this does come out, I do wonder what kind of value the stablecoin will have. I do believe it will have a huge market value. That's also something I think will be adopted by a lot of people. Many people have said the opposite of what I've been seeing, but I think that's going to be big. Now, let's give a big shout out to Smoke Dog, because as we get ready for Mika, know that it starts on June 30th. What happens from now on will be interesting. I know that it goes into effect on the 30th, but the big changes will start to happen on the 1st. Everything around this space is going to be very different by the 1st. This will likely speed up governmental changes all over the world, in my opinion. It looks like this is going to change everything. From now on, I think about how governmental changes will work. That's why Ripple was present in Europe before MECA rules were put in place, not far behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. XRP is the 3rd most traded cryptocurrency in Europe right now. That's 3 more days. This was posted again on the 27th. We are now looking at, less than 24 hours. In 3 more days, Mika will happen all over Europe. There is Paul Barron, Cody Carbone. Don't accept things as they are in America. I tell people in Congress to wake up and look at this. Tom Emmer has been on our show twice, about 1.5 years ago when he was just starting to become known. I like Tom. To be honest, I didn't think he really helped us move the ball forward until Patrick McHenry came in and things started to happen inside. And there might have been, I won't say that was bad for Tom Emmer, a lot of political maneuvering going on. There probably was. Man, this is moving so slowly when you see what's going on with Mika right now. If you look at this chart, you can see that the implementation phase on Mika is almost over. This means that we are almost ready to launch the blockchain business in Europe. From now on, things will really change. Next to Mika, it looks like Blueprint when you look at that, and then add this part right here. This is what crypto groups in the EU need to say to be compliant. This seems to be light years ahead of where the US is, since it's already ready before they roll it out. This will happen before stablecoins start to be used in the EU. You're not wrong. In other words, we've messed up, and I believe there is a strong sense of privilege in Washington. When you look at these other places that are moving forward, it's clear that the US is losing people and companies to other countries. I tell Congress people to wake up when I see them. What are you doing exactly? These thoughts that I've had for a long time, I will figure it out who is really going to leave places like New York, Silicon Valley, the UK, or Singapore. That is the worst way to act. That is the worst way to act. It's terrible. I also say that this isn't the dot-com boom. It's not the 2000s. Where those people in Silicon Valley and New York had a hard time, it was ours. Without a question, no one was even close to us. This is now a worldwide effort that takes place everywhere. But I pay attention to what's going on Capitol Hill. Eleanor Terrace is the place I was just looking at. That's all there is to it. To go over it again, this is not at all like the dot-com boom, right? Like, there are real problems happening outside of the US right now, and the US is way behind. I think Mika is going to do that too. It's going to put a lot of pressure